Hello everybody, Will and AJ's back with another video today. Today's going to be talking about soccer and his upcoming videos. This is basically an upcoming video. Unfortunately, we couldn't do my original plan, which was to play a soccer game. It's called Club Soccer Director, where you basically get to run a soccer club of your choice, and you can build up your reputation and eventually win some cool trophies. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen because YouTube has impolitely declined that I can live stream due to the new 1,000 subscriber rule. And my message to YouTube is, why? Hashtag why can't I do live stream? And for those people that are unhappy about this, I'm going to make a little comment on this video saying hashtag why can't I live stream, and please hit a like on this video. Please hit a like on the comment to show YouTube that we are here and we want to be able to live stream. Now, upcoming soccer videos would have been actually some footage of Club Soccer Director, but unfortunately we declined, obviously. Now, I'm planning a Beat the Commentator challenge. So, after the Premier League match day 13 finishes, I think we're up to now, I'm going to, on Wednesday probably, going to do a video where I commentate the highlights reel, and then we're going to go onto the Will&SPORTS YouTube channel and see what they've also done and see who's better. Obviously we still haven't done the A-League team for Will's best 11 of the A-League team, nor have we done the La Liga team. That will be released soon enough. I do apologise if you were waiting on another one of those videos. We were cut short really on available days, and I did try to film one, but the quality was really bad and I never got around to it. So you will see an A-League video soon enough. The Premier League review shows are happening again. I'm going to make them happen again. Potentially more of Will Tries Out. If you haven't watched the Will Tries Out Pez video, you need to go and check that out. And you need to make sure you hit a like on every one of the videos you watch of mine. Let's talk about FIFA 20. I actually don't have FIFA 20, but it's been released, and I went to a friend's house a couple months ago now. I tried to play it. It was awesome. It was actually really cool. It's a lot like Pez, but the quality is really different. The one thing I found with Pez is they have now claimed the rights to Juventus. FIFA have lost the rights to call Juventus. Juventus is not called Juventus FC. It's called something completely different. The names of the characters are all the same in FIFA for Juventus, but they're not called Juventus. FIFA gets a 5 stars for me. My friends play it all the time, and it's very good. Pez is okay, but the quality's not great. Stadiums are not great, and the names, they don't have any names of any clubs, any big clubs, which I find exceptionally disappointing. In the future, I have decided I potentially might make a podcast to support this YouTube channel. However, I'm still in pending negotiation about that. I haven't really brought it up to Mum and Dad, so you probably won't see a podcast until I'm about a year older than I am. I look old enough to be doing a podcast, but whether Mum and Dad will like it, I'm not sure. But it's in pending negotiation, and I'm thinking that podcast might be a good idea. If you've been watching the Premier League lately, you'd find that Newcastle FC, United FC, doing well at the moment, which is very, very good. They've come up against Manchester City in 2 weeks, or a week. That's a tough game, but Man City have just been flogged 3-1 by Liverpool over a week ago. Hopefully Newcastle can get on the good side. They've been on a winning run lately with good results. 2-1 against Bournemouth 2 weeks ago and 3-2 away at the London Stadium to West Ham. West Ham were defeated. Both had good results then. Man U played very well against Brighton at Old Trafford. 3-1 to Manchester United. They played their youth and it worked out really well. Daniel James and another young player, which I actually don't know the name of, played very well and ended up scoring goals. And obviously Marcus Rashford scores the first or the second goal. Brighton did score one, but that's not much. They scored the last one, I think. Watford v Norwich. They went to Carrow Road, which is the home ground of Norwich, if you don't know. And Watford, being last on the table, probably were expecting a win, but they weren't expecting a good win. They managed to come out on the right side at Carrow Road and win 2-0. The championship winners of last season, Norwich, aren't doing too well at the moment. Good result for Watford. Hopefully they can stay up. Southampton with another loss, I believe. They've got knocked out of the Carabao Cup. That was about a month ago now, but I believe they have lost to someone this week. Might have been to Chelsea again. I don't know. But I think they've lost. Haven't gotten over the 9-0 at home to Leicester City 3 or 4 weeks ago. Was not a very nice game. Speaking of Leicester City, they got on a good patch at the moment. Second in the Premier League, beating Arsenal 2-0. They've got Brighton next Saturday, if you're a Melburnian, I believe. And that's not a very good draw for Brighton. Leicester should have that one in the bag. Chelsea have found themselves third in the Premier League, which is quite a surprise if you ask me. They've been gifted a win 2-0. Tammy Abraham, I think his name is, have scored another goal. Frank Lampard pushing and playing his youth, which is successfully working at the moment. Burnley got on a good run at the moment. They've beaten Aston Villa, I do believe, 3-0 at Turf Moor. Chris Wood, my absolute favourite player in the Premier League, just about, scoring in recent games. I don't know if he scored that one, but great performance from pretty much all of my favourite teams lately, except for Southampton, unfortunately. Tottenham have unfortunately dropped a few spots and have now found themselves in 14th position in the Premier League. Who would have thought, considering they've got such good players and such a good manager? Tottenham have failed this season at the moment. They've still got a remaining of 26 matches to go though. Hopefully they can turn it around in the Premier League, but things aren't looking so good for them at the moment. Sheffield United have surprisingly come up and are in the qualifying for Europe stages at the moment in the Premier League. Nothing to get too excited about, unfortunately, for Sheffield United fans, as there's still a good big chunk of the season left to play, but promising signs for the new boys, who I feel don't get enough recognition. When you play in the Championship, you get recognised when you win the Championship and you win the playoffs. Second, they don't really get a recognition, but this season they've definitely got some recognition, as they are the highest of the 3 promoted Championship teams at this current stage. Not to say that Villa might end up higher than them. I hope they do. I don't mind Aston Villa. Speaking of Championship teams, Swansea are on a winning streak compared to last season. They finished 14th, I do believe, in the Championship. They have struggled in the last few, but they have managed to get 7th at this current status. Is subject to change, obviously. To score a chunk of football in England left to play, and they're doing exceptionally well at the moment, so hopefully Swansea can keep the winning run going. Turning ourselves over to the A-League, I'm a very happy man. 5 rounds in, 2 of my favourite teams are on top. Melbourne City are playing very well lately. I think they haven't lost, except for the FFA Cup final, which was unfortunate to give up the cup. But they're first in the A-League, and that is something to be excited about at the moment. The new team, Western United, they're something. They're really something. They're going to really be really impressive this season. They've signed some good players. Besart Berisha springs to mind. He scored a goal against his former team. He scored so many goals for Melbourne victory. Now he scored one in the derby. The equaliser was 2-0 to the victory, and then Western United came back to win the game. I really don't like Melbourne victory, unfortunately, due to the fact I am a Melbourne City supporter. If you haven't watched my second ever video on Melbourne City, you should go and check that out immediately. Melbourne City is a very good club, and they have sacked Warren Joyce, thank goodness, because he wasn't doing very well there. And Adelaide United haven't had the best of starts either. That's a talking point. They have won the FFA Cup, but they haven't really sprung up after that. They're doing okay, but they haven't really sprung up. They lost their first 2 in the A-League, and they haven't really shown much more improvement, I don't believe, after that. It's great they won a trophy, but they haven't won much after that. This is a short and sharp video, but unfortunately I've actually run out of ideas because unfortunately YouTube again have cut my live streaming services off. I've actually never live streamed, so I can't really say that, but still I'm not too happy, and this video would have got a lot better if YouTube had let me live stream. So please do comment and like on this video. We want to be able to live stream. Hashtag we want live stream. Thank you. Please don't forget to subscribe and like if you are new around this channel. All you gotta do is subscribe and like for a few videos. Thank you.